What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my world that is so Liz. It's your girl Liz, and as you can see by the title of this video, I have a story time. But this is a get ready with me edition because we're about to go out tonight. I obviously have my best friend, Miss Bambina here. She's so little, isn't she? But we are going to tell you guys a nightmarish story about the first Airbnb we stayed in while we are here in Puerto Rico. So I guess the story starts like this. We'll be getting ready.
So from our eyebrows, we actually use the Brow Stylist Definer. This is from L'Oreal Paris, and it's in the color brunette.
So we arrived here in Puerto Rico about 4 days ago.
Let's see, 6?
Yeah.
3 days ago.
There were just so many foreshadowing moments on this first Airbnb we stayed on that we just knew it was going to be, or we should have known it wasn't going to be great.
Yeah. But as you can tell from this Airbnb, we are actually in a really good one. This is the second one I have planned. Yeah. The first one, yeah, we just there was no way of us knowing that it was going to turn out that way. So when we got to Puerto Rico, we called a Uber from the airport, and that was a story in itself. Hell yeah.
So when the guy picked us up, we started driving, and I don't even know how far down the road we even got. Couldn't have been more than 10 minutes. Before I do my makeup, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty primer. I can't remember what it's called. Pro Filter. Yes, the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. Shout out to Rihanna because she knew what we needed in this lifetime. But yeah, we get about 2 minutes down the road, and old dude, he started swerving. And I text Allison, and I'm like, swerving.
Oh, sorry. For my concealer, we're using the Milani, and it's called the Long Wear Conceal and Perfect Concealer. This is in the shade Light Nude. So
I text her. She says, "Oh my God, he's snoring."
This man was snoring so loud. Like, how do you hear snoring from the back and you was an Uber driver? Like,
and next thing you know, I'm texting her. I'm like, "Can you talk to him?" No, I said, "Keep talking. Like, keep talking to me," because me and her were having a conversation. And she asked me. She said, "Do you want me to talk to him?" And I was just like, "If you want to," but. So she started talking to him, and he was engaging in the conversation, and you can tell it woke him up because he wasn't even breathing heavy or anything. It was just like a normal ride.
Mind you, this was all like, we landed at 2:30. We got the Uber around 3. So it was 3 in the morning.
About 3 in the morning. And foundation, I'm using Maybelline New York's Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Makeup with, I don't know what color, in the number 348. So she starts talking to him, and he starts, waking up. And when we pull up to the neighborhood, first of all, we can barely find the house. And that, I was like, oh my God, like I was already tired. It was 3 in the morning. We barely ate. We had been up all day. Everything. Like, it was just like, You ever been so ready to just get inside the house and you can go to sleep? That was it.
So we got out the car, started walking to the house when we found it. And guess who greeted us outside, y'all?
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog, here.
A little froggy.
He was trying to warn us.
Okay. He was hopping like he was trying to tell us don't go in. So we go in. House is nice. Cute little beach house vibe. Like, it's really cute. So she showers and she comes out. Me, because this was an Airbnb, like I was already feeling a little nervous because I don't know, like I've only ever stayed in hotels and stuff. Like I've never done an Airbnb before. So I go into the bathroom and I go to take my shower. Yo, it was a bug in the shower. Like, yeah, it was a bug in the shower. It was literal. It was like real tiny, but I stared at it the whole entire time because I did not want it to get on me. And I was just like, I was tired and everything. Like, I was just ready to go to sleep. So I get out the shower, go to bed. It's about 5 in the morning. The sun was pretty much starting to rise when we went to sleep. And then we wake up. We both get up. We get up around 12 noon. I go to make up the bed. Y'all, I see a little flying. I don't know, whatever kind of bug it was that had wings. I don't know if it was a mosquito or what. But it was dead. So we go to the beach.
Hold on, because I'm getting ready for the beach. I noticed 2 bug bites.
Okay.
On my ribs, and I'm like, the first one looks like a mosquito bite, so I was like, okay, maybe it's a mosquito bite.
Mm-hmm.
But
which there were mosquitoes in the house.
yeah, I'm definitely, not definitely, but I am afraid of mosquitoes because it's like mosquitoes are so known for carrying, they suck other people's blood, and I ain't trying to get nothing,
Yeah.
So, I was like, it's a mosquito bite. I kind of let it go a little bit, but it was just like at the back of my mind, I was like, I hope I'm
worried about getting bit by mosquitoes.
Yeah. And then there was another bite though, and that one looked a little weird because it wasn't a normal mosquito bite. So I was like, what the heck? And then she told me about the bug on the bed, and I was like, it didn't crawl under the sheets, under my shirt, and bit me. Like, I was a little like, I was very on edge after that.
And I didn't sleep under the blankets. She did. I slept on my own blankets. I had my own blankets on top of the bed. So that's why I didn't get bitten by anything. And thank God I didn't get bitten by anything because she handled it better than I would have. Would have been losing my mind. So we go to the beach, eat, get in the water, take pictures. It was a fairly good day. We had drinks, mojitos and everything. Y'all, we go to call our Uber, and there was no Uber available. Mm-hmm. Like, we literally had to walk. We walked about 30, maybe 45 minutes up the road.
But mind you, this is Puerto Rico. This is like this is like not the city. So there were not a lot of sidewalks. Mm-hmm. We rode literally on the edge of the grass and the little bit of barrier that's on the street. So we walked that for 45 minutes. Cars had to literally go out the way just not to hit us.
Yeah.
And our phones were dying. Her phone was on like 12%. My phone was on
like 7 or something.
Yeah. There was no Ubers, and our house was like an hour and a half away.
So we stopped at this I don't even know, little restaurant, and we're still looking at the Uber app. There's no cars available, and I wasn't trying to freak out,
But in my mind, I was freaking out. I'm like, bro, we in Puerto Rico, nowhere, you know, I don't know, we don't know nobody. Thank God I was in those Spanish, like, Jesus. Like, if I was by myself, I would have been stranded. So, after a while, she's like, wait a minute, I can call a taxi. She called a taxi. And we waited about 25, 30 minutes for it to come. It came and got us, and we were on our way to the Airbnb. But, you know,
our troubles did not stop there.
nope. So we get back to the Airbnb. Y'all, she's gotta pee like crazy. And, you know, she goes to the bathroom, pulls the toilet seat up, and tells me what you found, girl.
Girl. So I was like, what the heck? Did Raven just not flush when she left, right? Because I had to use the bathroom the whole time we were there. So what I found was the toilet was literally filled to the rim with toilet paper and pee.
I know you fucking lied. I know you fucking lied.
While we were out. Mind you, Raven used the bathroom earlier that day, but the toilet was empty by the time we left.
When she says I used the bathroom earlier that day, it was literally when we got in the house from the airport.
And and obviously we would notice pee in the toilet before we leave.
Yeah.
There was nothing. So I'm like, okay, someone went into the property while we were not there and used the bathroom.
Because the back door was open.
Yeah, and she locked it. She literally had a vlog.
Yeah, and I had to show her the footage of me actually locking the door when I got back in. Because I did an Airbnb tour before we left. And while she was, so she was texting the owner of the Airbnb, and he said that, you know, he didn't see anybody on the camera, and he's like saying all these timestamps of when the doors were open, and he goes, you know, why don't you ask the house guest if she used the bathroom or whatever, which she did, and I'm like, I used the bathroom, and we got in from the airport. But, you know, thank God I had the proof that I actually did lock the door.
And for my foundation, I'm using the Total Control by NYX. It's the Total Control Pro. It is the shade Golden Honey. And it's actually been one of the closest shades I've ever gotten to my skin tone. So, kudos, NYX.
I forgot to mention that the concealer that I'm using is El Maquillage Excellent Flawless. After she noticed the urine in the toilet, she told me that she mentioned that the door wasn't locked when we got back, and so that's what made me think that it was the owner who may have come in, because nothing was stolen, nothing was touched. It was just literally the toilet was filled to the rim with pee and toilet paper, and it was a lot of toilet paper.
That's nasty.
But he said he didn't see anybody, he didn't see anything, and obviously, if it's you, you're not innocent. Yeah. Which, I mean, you know, the only person that would have known the code to the house was him, right? Yeah. Because you literally had to put in the code to get in. So she goes and showers, and I'm sitting down in the living room, and I look up and I see cobwebs. And I'm like, why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why?
So she was in the bathroom for a quick minute,
and I came to check on her, and when she opened the door and she was talking to me, I was looking at the door. And I saw a little friend just crawling up the door. And I go, girl, it's a bug. And she didn't see it, but in her defense, you know, she needs glasses and she wears contacts and stuff. She can't really see. And although I need contacts and whatnot, I got a keen eye for stuff like that. And I'm using CoverGirl powder number 115.
And for my eyes, I'm gonna use the Metal Mix Nude palette by Profusion Cosmetics, and I'm using the shade Devious for the outer, and then Fierce for the inner.
So then I look up in the door frame while I'm standing there, and I see, like, I don't know, so many little bugs crawling in the door frame, and I was just like, oh my God. So I go to look at the door frame where the room was that I was sleeping, and I saw so many bugs crawling, and I was just like, oh my God. So I go into the room, and I'm looking at the wall that my stuff was on, and I saw the bugs crawling on the wall. Now my suitcases were up against the wall, you guys. Like, my suitcase was up against the wall. So I checked the little one, I didn't see anything crawling on it. But I checked that pink one, they were all over the back of the pink one.
Oh, hell no!
And I was freaking out because I don't know what kind of bugs these are. You know, I'm not trying to take anything home with me because, like, yeah, no. So I give me a sponge and some dish soap, and I was gonna wipe my stuff down. I was ready to go after that. So then we didn't even sleep in the room. We did not sleep in the room at all. We slept in the living room in front of the television on the couch. So the next morning comes, and we're just waiting for time to go by because at that point I had already booked a hotel for us to stay in for a couple of days before we came here to this Airbnb. And I'm walking around the next morning. So I walk in the kitchen, I think I was throwing something in the trash or something.
Oh, this is the worst part.
And I look down on the ground, and I'm like, what the heck is this? You know? Like, what is that on the ground?
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
And I was too scared to get up close. You know, at that point, I was already ready to go.
Yeah.
So I call Allison over, and she goes to look at it. And she's like, no, we really need to go. When she said that, I was like, what you mean? And she was like, let me actually see like what it is. So she got her phone, turned the flashlight on, and got up, and she said, yeah, we gotta go. And I'm like, wow, we gotta go. And she's like, those are our eggs.
They were literally spilling from inside of the wall, like a little crack of the wall.
Oh my God, no, I could have died. I could have died right then and there. I was so through. I was over it. Over it. When I say I was over it, I was over it. So we trying to call an Uber. I mean, I don't even know how long we tried to call an Uber.
Like 2 hours.
I'm trying to call an Uber, y'all.
Mind you, this is like very like out of the skirts of Puerto Rico
Yeah.
City, so there was no Ubers available.
Like literally, we would look at the app. There was like one person that was at the airport that was like close to us, but like he would never accept the ride. And you could see it because he was about what, 10, 12 minutes away or so?
Yeah. We just kept requesting over.
Yeah, but we just kept requesting over and over again. You could see where the person was and everything.
Baby was not budging. So it just got to a point where I was getting like fed up. And I got a little bit of the frustration off my chest. And turned on some gospel music because I really needed some encouragement, y'all. Like, I was really getting so fed up to the point where I just needed something to calm me down because I was going to tear that house apart if I had to stay there another night.
Hammer still. Leland, stop! Leland!
Especially because I had booked a hotel and I didn't want us to miss the check-in. So I get to praying, and I was praying, y'all. And next thing you know, I was like, you know what? Let me call my mama. Because if there's one prayer warrior I know, it is her. So I called my mom. And my sister was on the phone, my older sister, shout out to them. We formed a prayer circle. And my mom literally went in. God, please let somebody answer the call. I was like, whoa. I felt a little shock in my spirit. I said, Lord Jesus. Lord, let somebody answer this call. Let us get on up out of here. I was ready to go. Had the music I'm talking about, I was playing the most encouraging gospel music you could have ever heard of. Like, shout out to J Moss, because if that man got one thing, he got some songs that's gonna tell you, you don't need to be worrying, God got this, and all this. So I was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna be good, we're gonna be good. We gonna make it up out of here regardless, like. So, after the prayer, Allison goes to call a taxi.
And he answers.
And the taxi guy answers the phone. And I felt like so relieved. It was like I was so ready to go. Oh my God, y'all.
Mind you, we had already tried the taxi.
Yeah.
But the first one, we didn't have enough cash for it. Like, we had our card, but they didn't take card.
Yeah.
Now the second one, we tried calling them, but they were closed. And then so I was like, all right, I'm just try again. We called them, and it was like, yeah, we'll take you, and we accept card. So I was like, hallelujah,
Amen. Yes. The guy is on the way, and we are on our way out. Like, we were so ready to go. Our bags were already packed. Let me tell y'all something. I was really ready to go when we saw those bugs on the table. My toothbrush was on the table. They throw that toothbrush away. Like, y'all, it was a situation.
Also, for the contour, we are using the True Complexion Contour Palette.
Yes, by Black Radiance.
Yes, it is medium to dark.
Medium to dark. Yo, I crushed the contour color in that palette. You had, like, there is literally nothing left. So, and I accidentally got the deep to dark one. But I'm kind of grateful that I did get this one, because although I don't use the contour color for contour because it's too dark for me, I can use it for, eyeshadow. And the sculpting color in that, I use that as a bronzer, so yeah. Our stuff was all ready, like literally waiting like we were outside before the taxi could even pull up. We was ready to go. It literally felt like we were stuck, like we were like trapped in a town that did not know us and we did not know. It felt like we were so like away from civilization. She tried to call someone so that we could go out the first night, and they were not trying to come and get us because apparently we in the same town. You want me to drive and take you somewhere and then come and take you back, is what he said. Like, man, we didn't even mention nothing about coming back. We just need you to get us there.
Right. No, but it's funny. He was like, it was that same taxi, by the way.
Yeah.
It was
the taxi that brought us to San Juan is the one who denied her call last night to take us out. I mean, the night before to take us out.
And he tried lying to you.
He did.
He said.
He tried lying, and the funny part about it is, like, I was standing there with you the whole time while you were on the phone.
Like, if I hung up, you would have seen me hung up.
Yep.
You know, I was literally on the phone still, and he hung up.
Yep. And she was like, oh, when he hung up.
Like, and so we were in the ride with him, and he was like, yeah, you hung up on me.
Yeah, and it's like, no, baby. It was definitely the other way around.
I'm asking you for a ride, and you said no, and then you just hang up.
Like, that's what you did, not me.
And you know, like, all respect to the locals as well. Like, we are not trying to disrespect the locals, but this is literally what happened, you know?
Yeah. So in the Nikki Heat palette, I used Ashes, In Fuego, and Sauced. But yeah, he tried to play with my sis, talking about she hung up on him. Like, baby, we was there, baby. You hung up on her. And you hung up on her with an attitude.
I literally respectfully said, okay, thanks.
Yep. Y'all, lo and behold, we made it to San Juan. Booked this hotel, this strict hotel. It's at. Like, y'all, when I tell you this hotel reminded me of being in middle school, where they were, where you know how they say, oh, you can't wear this, and you can't do that, and you can't do this, and this, and this. It was like, oh my God. And we couldn't have, or we were not allowed to have more than 2 guests in the hotel, but there was 3 of us. There is 3 of us, you guys, on this trip. It was just like, bro, we really have to come up with a plan to
not get kicked out.
Yep, to finesse not getting kicked out, because this was
our
literally
last minute like resort. Literally.
Yeah, like we literally, that was all we had for the next 2 days, because
this Airbnb wasn't available until the 6th, and we left the other one on the 4th.
Yeah. And y'all, I tell y'all, our first night out of that hellhole was so lit. I don't know. For you guys, does your nose run when you do your makeup? Like, part of me starts to think that I'm like allergic to makeup or something. Like, my nose runs when I do my makeup every time. Like, there's never been a time where I did my makeup that my nose didn't run.
So for my lip liner, I am using the matte lip liner from NYX in the color Cherry Skies.
This one. Put it on the tip of my nose. And kind of lay it out with my finger. Okay. And I do bridge. Here we go. Oh. That's it right there. For eyeliner, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild.
My lipstick is the Stay Satin Liquid Liner by Grwm London. It is in the color. I don't know actually. Rogue, I think. I'm not too sure actually. I'm sorry. You guys, this Airbnb is such an upgrade from the first one though.
No, it really is. I was a little worried at first. Because, you know, how you like scarred from some stuff, or you don't even, you kind of don't know what to expect going into, you know, something else. I really did not know what to expect coming into this. I don't even think I had any expectation. This is Corey. This is Allison's boyfriend.
He bought me this purse,
I'm like,
and then so nail polish spilled. And it's like a designer purse.
Y'all, her white nail polish spilled in her Kate Spade bag. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. It was a face for me.
That primer though,
Okay?
one thing I do hate though, when I put makeup on, is the setting spray. Because it makes me feel like I'm wet. Like my face is wet. Does it not feel that way for you?
It does, but I panic. That's why.
You what?
Panic. This is the finished look. This is me. The beautiful, the one and only, the fabulous, the fine ass Bambina.
Don't play with me.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Turn on your notification bells to be notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you guys in the next one.